Hi everyone, my name is Kelly Cahoot and I blog at incahootsdesign.blogspot.com. Today I am sharing a tour of my crafty space with you. I have to warn you, the video is a little shaky, I do apologize, but let's get started. Hey everyone, this is Kelly and I thought I would give you a quick tour of my craft room. So this area or this room is a small room in our basement. And it's not really a room, it's more like a space. There's no doors, it's not closed off, which is nice. So so this is right downstairs from our kitchen. So I'm within earshot of what's going on upstairs in our family area. And right down the stairs, the first thing that you see are my inks. And I love these ink organizers. All my inks and my distress inks on top and more mini inks here, acrylic blocks I keep stacked there. And then I also have a cart from IKEA. I keep my Copic markers, and I love to keep my Copics in these cups because I love to pull them out and just bring them right up to my work surface. Have them all there together. My stamping tools. I have a little IKEA hanging organizer for my heat tool. I have embossing powders and ink blending tools. Watercolors and watercoloring tools and some salt and my Gamsol and paper little stumps back there. And then let me give you a look at my desk. My husband built my work table out of 4 Kallax shelving units. There's 4 2x2 units. There's 2 here, and then there's also 2 on this side. And on this side, I chose to keep them open to stash cleaning supplies down there. There's some organizational supplies, my camera bags, and things like that. And then as you see here, my countertop is like double-decker. So I have a space underneath the main countertop that I can stash things like my adhesives here, pre-cut papers, pre-cut card bases. These are just random note card bases. My daughter likes to use those. I save my kit boxes for spray adhesives and glimmer mists and ink sprays. And those are my boards and mats here that I use when I watercolor or do ink blending. And as you can see here, it's just separated with metal pipe. And they're just 2 different white laminate countertops. And he put legs in the center just to be on the safe side for the weight of the countertops. So right here within arm's reach, I have my ATG gun, my Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, Distress ink markers, Wink Stella, and then my supply organizer with my glues and adhesives and scissors. I have a little jar with my paint brushes and clarity brushes. I have a task lamp that's good when I'm doing lots of coloring and I want light right here on the surface. I use a glass cutting mat. I love it because I can ink blend or paint or do anything, and it just wipes clean or scrapes clean with a blade scraper. I've got some chocolates, of course. I keep a bin handy to put supplies that I am working on at the time so I don't lose any pieces. I have a mat to stamp things on or do a test stamp or coloring. And then at the end of my work table here, I have drawer units on this end. A lot of these haven't been filled yet, which is great because I can organize and get new supplies. I have envelopes and mailing supplies. I have my felt and foam, masking supplies, and stick-it adhesive in these drawers. I also keep a bin right under here. These are all where I stash new things that need to be organized and put away. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And then I also have these mesh bags that I use if I come up with an idea for a project, or I need to do a design team project. I will put all the supplies in this, and that way it's all together when I do my project. And there's a hole the other side of that work table there. And coming around the other side, this is where I do all of my cutting. So I have a vagabond that will actually pull out, and I can use it and then just push it back out of the way. And then down underneath, I have my trimmer tools, my scoreboard, punch board, where all that is easy to reach but out of the way. And then I also have some lesser used inks over here by my TV up on the wall. And I have a cart with my scan and cut on top, and then my Cameo, and then my Mink and my foiling supplies there at the bottom. I do have a window in our basement, but it doesn't get much natural light. I use this area to display cards that I've made and cards from friends, but not a whole lot of light going on. I have a little cart with my sewing supplies, my sewing machine, sewing basket, and all the cords and petals down there below. So this is my paper organizer or paper sorter here. And this is an IKEA Kallax 2x4 shelving unit. And I'll show you how my husband made this for me. So he's cut holes and inserted shelf brackets, as you can see there. And then cut these boards that you can find at your local home improvement store. And then that gives you the opportunity to separate and stack up your paper. And I store all of my paper in the same job pocket sleeves as Jennifer McQuire. I found that that is the best way to keep scraps for die cutting or for greeting little strips for your cards, and That way all the scraps and colors stay together and you don't have a big mess of scraps everywhere. I've got some leftover 12 by 12 paper on the top here, and some cards on a little card display. Some things that I've done. And then next to the paper sorter is another big Kallax shelving unit. This is a 5 by 5. And on top here I have some IKEA organization boxes. I don't know what they're called, but I keep things in there that I don't need to get into very often at all. And then I have my stamps and dies organized by manufacturer. My stamps are organized by manufacturer, and my dies are organized by need. So I have just my basics, and then it goes on from there. Some larger stamp sets, cards that are finished, kits that I don't want to break up the pieces yet, so I keep them nice and organized. I have watercolor supplies and vellum and these, and my pattern papers. And then I also have a row of drawer units in this shelving unit. So these hold a ton of supplies. So I've got tons of Christmas things, and these are just random craft supplies. Tools, and this one is tools also. All my extra adhesives. You can see how big and nice these drawers are, how much they hold. And these are for my mists. See how the mists can stand up inside the drawer unit there. And my little spatulas and knives and spreaders. This is my painting supplies. And I like to collect little vintage cups and jello molds, and they're awesome for little bits and pieces, but they're also awesome to hold little bits of water when you paint. So I have tons of those. I've got a drawer of embellishments, enamel dots, and brads and washies. And then I have embossing powders, embossing pastes, my coffee filters that I use to pour my powder. And I have glitters and enamel dots. And again, these bottles stand up awesome in these drawers. There's plenty of room. I have extra paper that's cut down below. That's Nina cardstock that I've taken to my office supply store to have cut. And those are IKEA boxes. And I love these. I have my twine and some embellishments. They're separated inside, so you can separate them by color. And then I've got some wood veneer and some different embellishments in these. My sequin storage. I have a lot of sequins that need to be put away. When I get a new set, I drop them down into the little basket and then I put them away. More IKEA storage boxes. I have an older Cuttlebug and a Xyron sticker maker. And then I have a whole row of white wicker baskets on the bottom to store things that I don't want to throw away but don't need every day. This one is full of stickers. My kids love stickers, and so I don't throw them away, but I have a nice place to stash them out of the way. On this wall, I have a ribbon organizer that's actually supposed to be like a vintage bottle dryer that hangs on the wall, but I thought it was perfect for my ribbon. And then this is an open, like I said, it's an open room. This is a small hallway that leads to our homeschool room, and then a playroom that's open around the corner, and a bathroom to that side. And this is a look at my whole room from that little hallway. It's my shelving unit there and my big work desk area. And I'll show you the sign my husband made for me for Christmas that matches my blog design. And then I have my camera set up on this arm so it videos straight down onto my work surface. And lots of lighting in here, as you can see. I have LED lights there. I have LED lights under the shelves. And then I also have to pull out softbox lighting when I video or take pictures because there's no light in the basement, but make it work. So that is a look at my crafty space. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please message me if you have any questions on the products or materials used in this video. I'd love to answer your questions if I can. Check out my posts and videos at both catscrappiness.com and honeybeestamps.com. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.